European inflation for the euro area is coming in at 5.3% on a headline basis. The expectation, the survey expected 5.1%. And then, of course, it is stuck at that 5.3% range from also the previous month. So you see there isn't a decline on that print. When you look at core, which obviously we know the European Central Bank is precisely focused on that because it would strip away the volatile elements. It is also stuck at 5.3%. Now, are we surprised, shocked in some ways? Well, a lot of the regional data, the national data had been pointing to potential an uptick and an upside surprise. We should note, however, when you do the breakdown of some of the components here, there is still what could be seen as this is the end of summer, perhaps sales, services in that extent. You could also argue there is an energy component to that was manifested in the Spanish and the French number. But overall, when you look at the overall numbers, it is not the direction that the European Central Bank wanted to see, because the question here is not so much whether inflation is cooling or coming down. We know it has been when you compare it to a year ago. The question is whether is it cooling enough, sustainably enough to merit a pause in this hiking cycle that we've seen from the European Central Bank. Obviously, the data would point to an inflation that is stubborn still on this trajectory that the European Central Bank would love to see on a downwards path, especially going into an ECB monetary policy decision.